What's up, y'all? It's your boy Winston Wolf. I just want to do another review about Gemini Man because I really didn't get into the meat of why this movie is so terrible. So I'll just start off. I hate that I have to do this again because the movie is so dumb. And the reason I'm so mad and the reason I want to explain why I hate it so much is because I love film. I think that film done the right way is the greatest art form in the world. I mean, I love music, I love painting, all that other shit, just like everybody else does. But film, I think, it combines everything. Film done the right way is just the most powerful art form there is. It's beautiful. It can make you cry. It can make you laugh. It can make you be scared. It can give you inspiration and hope. It can inform you. It can, and some films can do all that. So I just think film, it's just so great. And when it's done bad, it makes me sad and angry. And this is one of those situations. So this movie's directed by Ang Lee, who has an Oscar, so he should fucking know better. But I think after that first Incredible Hulk that starred Eric Bana, you kind of know that anything action-related, he doesn't really have it. Any of the serious films that he's done and he's got praise for, that's just not my cup of tea. I think sometimes the Asian sensibility of films does not translate good. To the American audience. But I mean, I love films from all different countries, and I've seen, obviously there's a lot of good Asian filmmakers. I just think he doesn't have it as far as that goes. I think he's good at making sad films that like depressed, lonely cat women like. So anyways, the movie starts off, and there's two types of hitman movie, okay? There's the one where the hitman has, he's retired and he gets pulled back in reluctantly, and then there's the other one where he's doing some shit and he's set up and people turn on him. This is the second one, okay? He works for the government. He kills people that are like undesirables, that are a danger to him. I can't really get into specifics because honestly the story is so stale and boring. You can't really get into it. You can't really pay attention. You're pretty much just waiting for the action. So he kills the dude on the train. Everybody sucks his dick. They're like, oh my God, you're so good. I can't believe you made that shot. Blah, 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 blah. Will Smith, he goes like to a bar or something. I can't remember what it is. Like, but there's Mary Elizabeth Winstead's working there. And he off top knows that she works for the government agency that he works for. And she's there to keep an eye on him. So he calls her out, and then they fucking have dinner, and then they fucking talk about whatever, her upbringing, blah, blah, blah. So in every conversation in here is a stereotypical hack conversation that you've seen many, many, many versions of in a fuck ton of movies, okay? Like when he's talking to her about her upbringing, of course, like, yeah, Dad was in the FBI, he was hard on me. He wanted me to... Just terrible, mind-numbing dialogue. So anyways, a fucking hit squad comes after him and Mary Elizabeth Winstead because I guess they think that he told her some shit. He doesn't know why they're coming to kill him. She doesn't know, but he's like, come on, you're with me now because they think that you know some shit and I don't know why the fuck they want to kill me. Again, the story is so boring and fucking, they just don't get straight to it that I can't really get into specifics. So they're on the run. So the next thing is they meet up with Wong from Doctor Strange. And he's like an old friend, and you could tell this is to get the Asian audience. And then also, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, they make her, she is hot, okay? She's fucking hot. If you've seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, if you've seen the Thing prequel, if you've seen Death Proof, especially Death Proof, she is fucking smoking in that. I have no idea. I do know why they want to ugly her up. I do know why they wanted to make her androgynous, because they got the whole agenda going, and it's still going strong. But for you to ugly up a beautiful, talented woman like that, shame on you. Shame on you. Aang, you should have stepped in and put an end to that shit. So anyways, they go meet up with some fucking Russian dude, and the Russian dude gives him some more hacky dialogue, and he's like, oh, you fucking, there's Clive Owen's character is this guy that works for the government, and he's making super soldier clones and shit, and you got to go put a stop to it, okay? So it's either right before that or right after Will Smith and the young Will Smith get into that motorcycle battle. You can see the clip on YouTube. It's pretty good. That part is really good. The camera movements are good. The editing, the choreography of it is excellent. That is the only bright spot of this movie. And it's not just good, it's a great scene. But anyways, you see the guy with the helmet fucking with Will Smith. They're fighting on the motorcycles. You already know who it is as a fan. They already blew the twist. That was the whole advertising of the movie, was young Will Smith against old Will Smith. So there's no tension. You know who it is. You're just waiting for, for him to take the mask off so you can see how bad this CGI is. And I'm just going to say, throughout the movie, the CGI is pretty good, but sometimes you get that Henry Cavill upper lip weird shit where just as your human brain, it just doesn't, the movements don't register, right? So it takes you out. And instead of listening to what's going on, you're just looking at the face, just like Henry Cavill. You don't, because it's so bizarre to you that you can't concentrate because what you're seeing is not adding up as a human, and it just looks fucking weird. So anyways, they fight for a little bit. Will Smith sees his face through the fucking, he takes his helmet off. Will Smith sees his face through the scope. He's like, oh my God. Mary Elizabeth sees him. Oh my God, that's a younger you. So they talk. He's like, I don't know. She's like, have you had any kids that you don't know about? No. So fucking Will Smith and Wong and Mary Elizabeth, they find out about the clone factory. They go look for it. Younger Will Smith shows up. They run into him. Then older Will Smith draws down on him, gets him frozen, goes through a big fucking speech because he knows that's his clone. He's like, yeah, I know everything about you. You hate this and you can't sleep at night and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And let me tell you, every time they show young Will Smith, he's doing that fucking cry from the Fresh Prince where he's not full-blown crying, but he's doing the lip trembling with the fucking, where he's got like the disturbed look. Every fucking scene this motherfucker is crying. Every fucking scene. And he's got the high top fade from fucking Fresh Prince. Whoever designed his character is a fucking Fresh Prince stan. They want to fuck the young Will Smith or something, yo. Because this is, I'm just confused about a lot of the situation. I'm confused why this movie was even made. So anyways, he's got him. Then the young Will Smith escapes. Young Will Smith goes back to Clive Owen. Clive Owen's character is the guy that's been making the clones, the evil scientist. And Clive Owen, it comes out, has been raising the young clone Will Smith since he was a baby. He even, I forgot what his name is. His name is like Carl or some shit, Clive Owen's character. But he even calls Will Smith Jr. Like Carl Jr., whatever, fucking. So, and you see, he lives in his house. He's got like a bedroom that like a young man would have. So he's been raising him. He fucking hugs him. He tells him he loves him, tells him he's his son. And for a second there, you think they're going to step outside the box. They're not going to have a stereotypical villain. They're going to have a villain that you're kind of, on the fence about whether you want him to die because you're like, man, he's raising this dude. He seems like a good dude. He's just maybe caught up in his job. I don't know. Oh, no. That'll come in later. That'll come in later how fucking sorry the fucking character of Clive Owen's big baddie is, okay? Because it's right on par with this fucking shit movie. So fucking young Will Smith is like, what am I? You're my son. That's what you are. Don't question yourself. So fucking he tells him that he's the older Will Smith, the clone of him, but he's taking out the fear. He's better. Don't doubt himself, blah, blah, blah. So the young Will Smith goes out to find the older Will Smith and Mary Elizabeth and Wong because they're trying to find this fucking factory or whatever where they're building all these fucking clones or they're breeding these clones. So hooks back up with the old Will Smith. Clive Owen sends a hit squad. He fucking calls the young Will Smith. He's like, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there because they're going to kill these people. And then young Will Smith is like, why? Because you don't want your greatest experiment to be killed? And then fucking Clive Owen's like, no, it's because you're my son. I love you. I want you to live. So they fucking get attacked. Young Will Smith breaks off from the fucking group of Wong and fucking old Will. Goes, finds Clive Owen kind of where the battle is because a bunch of soldiers are fucking, they have Will and them trapped in a building, and he talks to Clive Owen. He's like, man, he was like, old Will Smith doesn't deserve to die like this. Then all of a sudden, Clive Owen turns on him. Turns on this kid that's like 19, 20 that he's been raising, the young clone Will Smith, and just tries to kill him. Just fucking, he's just like, yo, I'm just tired of your shit. I'm gonna fucking kill you. So they fucking get in a fight, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? You could have had, like, one bright character development, one good thing. But no, you just have him try to kill somebody that he raised as his son just for no fucking... oh my God, dude, it's sorry as fuck. So the young Will Smith gets the upper hand, he fucking knocks him out. He joins back up with the older Will Smith, and then Wong gets killed. Young Will Smith, fucking, they fight a bunch of people, and they have a super unlikely gun battle with old Will Smith and fucking Mary Elizabeth, where they're just fucking running dead out in the middle of the street, killing fucking clones and fucking soldiers. Like, you can't see the clones, but you just assume, because they all got like motorcycle helmets on. They're just cookie cutter, all wearing the same outfit, all fucking, it's like some video game shit. They got snipers on roofs of like highly trained black ops soldiers. They're shooting them from the ground with one bullet. It's just ridiculous, makes no sense, it's boring, it's stupid. So fucking, I can't remember how they killed Clive Owen. That fucking, I could give a fuck less. But anyways, in the end, fucking old Will Smith and Mary Elizabeth are at this college, and they see young Will Smith, and he's all enrolled. And fucking old Will Smith gives him his new birth certificate and all this shit, and they just have a fucking talk, and it's just, that's it. It's a cookie cutter. There's nothing about it. This movie will not be remembered. It'll probably be talked about as like a Will Smith flop or something like that. But this movie, it's just an insult if you love movies. It's not good. Will Smith should not have done that. You could tell the whole premise was old Will Smith against young Will Smith. That was it. That was it. And then they tried to build a movie around that. So that's basically it. Like I said, I did another review where I was just cussing and ranting about how shitty it was. So I just figured I should get into this and just let you know why it's so terrible. And just save your money. Do not watch it. Don't watch it for free. Don't watch it on streaming. It is a huge waste of time. It's a huge waste of resources for the studio and whoever did it when they could have gave. Probably that had to have cost hundreds of millions of dollars. Any Will Smith action movie is going to be hundreds of millions of dollars. And you always have to keep in mind that however much the budget is, the advertising budget is usually the same of what the production budget is. So if it's a $150 million movie, it's going to be a $300 million movie. So this movie is a huge waste of time, of resources, of the actors who are likable and capable. I like all the actors involved. The dude that played Wong, love him. Will Smith, everybody loves Will Smith. Mary Elizabeth Weinstein, she's been in some of my favorite movies. Clive Owen, man, Children of Men, I fucking love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies, but I don't know. I think they were pitched on a totally different movie. I think the combination of all of them and Ang Lee, I think probably sounded good on paper. No, take that piece of paper, burn that motherfucker, blow the ashes in the fucking toilet, piss on it, shit on it, and flush it, because this movie is trash. Give it 0 dog bones. I give it less than that, minus dog bones. You gotta dig a hole up, put the dog bones in, bury the dog bones, because this movie is garbage. And this is Winston Wolf. I will see you later. Stay away from Gemini Man. It is terrible.